Welcome to Phonogenics 101, a Riotboy production hosted by Jeremy Gloff. The podcast where people who love music discuss albums track by track. To support this podcast, you can hit subscribe or you can send me a tip on Venmo. The show starts in 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to the podcast of love. This is Jeremy Gloff, and I'm here with people from all the Phonogenics families tonight. This is a special edition podcast where we are going to listen to Madonna's album, Confessions II. It's going to be released in 20 minutes on Spotify, and we are going to play it, listen to it together for the first time. A couple people have heard most of it, and many of us have not heard any of it except for the singles, and we're all going to give our first reactions to the songs. We can kind of go around the panel and everyone can give a little context to how far they've gone. But thanks to everyone that's watched this podcast throughout the years. I did deactivate my Patreon because I just feel guilty having people, giving money every month. But my Venmo is in my username. I bought 15 editions of Madonna's album, so send me your money, honey. Send that money, because I got to recoup. Send the money, honey. My last four, my phone number is 5399 if it asks you. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the order of my panel here. And let's start with David. How are you doing tonight, friend?
I'm doing lovely. How is everyone out there doing?
So do I give a little background on your spot in the Phonogenics family and your relationship with Confessions II?
I'm part of the Madonna crew and then the Janet Jackson crew. And then I haven't been doing anything since, but I'll get back to it. I'm very excited. It's been a long 7 years. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. There's a lot of hype, and I'm praying, crossing fingers, that we get a good album.
All right. Jeffrey Dicker.
Hello, Jeffrey from Los Angeles. Been a Madonna fan since the beginning. Very critical of her because I love, not because I hate. So don't misconstrue it in case I am negative. Obviously I love most everything she does. She has some stinkers, and I'm not afraid to speak up when I don't like something. But loved the direction she went in Adam X and did not like the auto-tune. So I think on a dance floor record, maybe that would suit it better. But and then my relationship to this record, I did sneak a peek today, but I listened to it once, just to sort of know if I could exhale or not, and because sometimes the first listen after you hear it, then the sticker shock is gone, and then you can actually enjoy it. So when we actually listen to it all as a group, then I'll be focusing on it because I just had it on just so I could relax.
All right. Well, I'm so glad you made it, Sharon.
Hi, I am Sharon from Seattle. I have been part of the Madonna crew and the Janet Jackson crew, and let's see, I am very excited about hearing this record because I think it's going to be a good direction for her, and this is the right time, both in the zeitgeist and then also in her, in her history for kind of a triumphant return to the dance floor. And I have listened to bits and pieces of the record, but I have not truly listened to it in any depth. So this will really be my unfiltered views.
All right, Ruben, welcome.
Thank you. I'm Ruben from Portland, Maine, and I'm part of the Joni Mitchell crew, actually. I was in almost all of those podcasts. It was a great time. I've been a Madonna fan since the very beginning. I was a kid when the first album came out, and I love new Madonna album days. This is the most exciting day of the year. It really is. They usually hit for me. Madonna usually hits for me. Not all the time, but even the ones I don't like. Thanks.
All right. Barry Kramer, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, it's nice to join you guys. I don't have much of a Madonna connection other than that I absolutely loved Confessions on the Dance Floor, the first one. I'm just a huge Blondie fan. I did a lot of the video shows that Jeremy hosted about Blondie and Debbie Harry albums. And I'm just excited to hear about the new album. I haven't heard any of it. So
you haven't heard anything yet?
nope.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. All right, David.
Hey,
Again?
okay, so
Yeah.
I too, like Barry, I joined from unfortunately I missed the Blondie episodes, watched them, but I joined with Debbie Harry. I'm also on the Eurythmics episodes as well. I am really excited about this because Confessions is my favorite Madonna album, so this is exciting for me. I have my experience with this album is the film. Of course, I Feel So Free and the Sabrina Carpenter song Bring Your Love, and that video she did has like six of the songs. So I've watched that a few times.
All right. Now this is his first time on the podcast. Giovanni.
That's right. I'm Giovanni from Montreal. I started listening to Madonna religiously when I started college, so it was around 2019, 2020. I always knew of her, like she's always been around, of course. And I was sort of conscious for Madame X, but not really. So this is kind of my first new Madonna album, like listening at midnight. And when I was becoming obsessed with her music, I came upon the podcast, and so I watched a lot of the series, the Madonna series, the Janet series. So yeah, I'm really excited.
All right. And Stephen Phoenix, you made it here just in time. Perfect timing.
Mm.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, you're on mute, my friend.
Am
There
I
you go.
still? Am I okay?
Yep, there you are.
Okay.
Welcome.
I did.
Hey.
Oh, the last time we were together was at the Madonna concert.
Oh my God, that was such a great time. What an amazing time that was to be there with all of you guys. That was incredible. Really. What was I going to say? Oh, so I tried really hard not to listen to anything today. Like there were clips and things showing up online all day long. I'm like, nope. Oh, I'm gonna save it for tonight. So I'm ready.
Oh, all right. So we have about 11 minutes till the album goes live. Let's talk just a little bit about the title and the cover artwork. Now, Giovanni, you said you had things to say, so let's just go right to you. How do you feel about this album cover?
Well, I love the album cover. I think the standard cover of it, the one with the veil, I think that's the best one. Although I do like the other one that has the white border and she's kind of got her leg out. I do like that one too. Um, I like the title. I've warmed up to it. I don't have a problem with the fact that it's a sequel to Confessions. I just probably would have hoped that it would have been an original, different title. Like I remember when I think it was Variety or the Hollywood Reporter, they came out with a report that she was going to be doing a sequel to Confessions on the Dance Floor, and there was a lot of discussion on what the title would have been and everything. And I remember when people were saying that she's going to call it Confessions 2, I saw some Madonna accounts saying like, no, she'd never do that. Like, don't worry, like she's going to call it something else. And then, like I think 2 days later, the album came out and it was actually Confessions 2. So when I saw the title, I was kind of bummed. Like obviously I was excited for a new album, but I mean I was kind of bummed by the title. And I've warmed up to it a bit, but it's still like I don't know. Especially for her, she's never been referential to her own career. So for her to do like a sequel, like a true sequel to one of her works, is like a bit jarring actually. So I don't know, but yeah.
So I'll just throw in with my opinion. As far as the cover, I feel that cover with the purple veil is an iconic Madonna album cover. Like when she came out at the Pride performance with the fucking veil on the speaker, like I literally
Awesome.
started crying. Like I started crying because I'm like, there's the power of Madonna that we haven't seen that in a long time. Like, the Celebration tour was amazing and, a lot of nostalgia, but this is new work and a new look and giving me all the feels. I just feel like that cover is just top tier Madonna, which honestly, after the last few years, I didn't feel like we'd ever have top tier Madonna again. I'm sorry to say that, but I just felt like, we had our time together. It was a really long time, really like 30 years or whatever, but this era right here to have it speak to me so loudly is such the word like blessing is stupid, but I don't know what other word but like God, life is so hard right now. The world is so hard. So to have mother is here to save us, bitch. And and as far as the title, I feel like Confessions is the last time I think Madonna's divorce really fucked her up. And I think it took her years and years to recover from that. So I think this is the first time she's really been in touch with herself in that way since the first Confession. So I don't think of it as a sequel as much as a new era that's just as genuine as that last one was. So I feel like it's a connection, but I don't know. I do like the title.
It's sort of a rose and a thorn because I mean, if there's one of her albums that I would love for her to do a follow up on, it's Confessions because it's one of her best.
Right.
But it's also a thorn because Confessions is so good and it's on such a pedestal. And to call your album Confessions 2, of course, it's like people will make that comparison. So it's double. It's like both sided. So
I think also that she worked with one producer instead of a whole writer's room, created a much more intimate space for her to dig a little deeper and give us something like she used to do with maybe just Stephen Bray or Patrick Leonard, like just working with one person and not having too many cooks in the kitchen. I think probably allowed her to dig deep and give us something really personal. Yeah, I cannot wait to hear this.
Do we have any other thoughts on the album cover? What do the rest of you think?
I like it. I think it so much as in the media focuses on her appearance. I love the fact that she's sort of hiding her face, but it still harkens back to that original album cover. And I kind of like she's leaning in the nostalgia of that whole era. I think that's working in her favor in this. I love it. And the title too. I think the same with the title.
All right. Anybody else want to jump in? Do I have a quiet panel here? We're just all excited about the album, aren't we?
I mean, I will say that because Confessions is my favorite Madonna album, it excited me when I first heard that she was doing Confessions too. So I've been looking forward to it for since it first leaked or whatever, since she first put it out there that she was going to do a Confessions too, So I like the title. I like the title. I know, like movies and everything, it's like how many sequels are as good as the first. But if anybody can do it, it's Madonna. And I do have high expectations, and I think it's going to be great. I hope I'm not wrong.
Oh, well, any other thoughts on the album cover or the album before we take a quick break and then resume once the album's posted? Any other thoughts, anybody?
I like the fonts.
Yeah.
On the back cover, I like the different sizes and
Do you like I'm on a message board, I'm on a forum, and I've been tracking ever since the end of November when she said Confessions 2 was coming out and we were doing the sequel and all this stuff. When the picture came out, when the cover came out, which was great, I love the cover. The heated discussions over this busted font that was like, to me, I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with the font. It says Confessions 2. It's cute. It's whatever. You know what I mean? But people were like, she really cheap. How could she do this? And I was like, it's just a font, y'all. I need you to calm down.
I think all of my concerns for the title went away once I saw the promo pictures. Like when she announced that, all of the promo pictures came out, and there's that picture of her with that like silver jacket, the one that she uses for her Apple Music and Spotify. Like, I mean, I love that one. Like, so all of it kind of went out the window. I knew that she was like cooking up something really special once I saw those pictures.
and even when I Feel So Free came out, it was like, oh, good, at least it's like not horrible, like you know what I mean, like because after Madam X, like it was all bets are off. You know, it was like she's really like you were saying, Jeremy. You know, did we ever think we were gonna have like pinnacle Madonna again? And it's like, oh, well, she can still fucking do a good song. You know, like a really a song you'd want to listen to over and over again. So that's good. I don't think it's hung up necessarily, but it doesn't have to be. You know,
And
so.
let's just briefly touch on the spoils of riches that this rollout campaign has been. I mean, we've had Coachella, we had the New York Times performance, we've had, TikTok Live today, the Grinder thing, Built, Absolute, like, on and on. Like, this has been, I mean, talk about nostalgia. Even the rollout campaign for this album is reminiscent of the way things were in 2005 with Confessions. And, you know, Madonna's interviews during like Rebel Heart and Madam X were kind of boring. Like, I always loved Madonna in interviews. She was always really sharp and, quick. And, she just kind of got very like, kind of like Ellen. You know
It
what I mean?
seemed
Just
like, yeah, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
It seemed like she was just kind of going through the motions of promo at that time, like with Rebel Heart and Madam X. Like she was bored. She was tired of giving the same answers to the same questions. And this rollout really does feel reminiscent of 2005. Like all the club performances, her at the Roxy,
The Abbey.
She's hungry again.
Abbey. Yeah.
Dude,
she's having a good time too.
When
You
she
can
did
see
the
it.
Abbey and she premiered those songs, like you could see the joy that she felt, like playing Love Sensation and what's it? One step.
One step
One
away.
step away.
Yeah,
Step
one step
away.
away. Like I just, and then like the viral moments of who's that singer that like took the microphone? Like there's been so many moments.
Oh,
in
what's
these
her
last
name?
few
Addison
months.
Addison Ray.
Addison Rae.
Addison Ray.
So good,
Let that
right?
poor girl. Like people were like so like heated over it. I was like, let that poor girl. She's getting her life. She's probably a little cute and inebriated, and she getting her
You
life, and she
think?
loves Madonna, and she's just screaming because the crowd wasn't giving it like they should have been giving it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was like, "This is Madonna, y'all. Let's go." But it's funny watching Madonna trying to get the mic back though.
And not to mention, like we had the Confessions film, which is like also like a work of art in itself. Like I went to my friend's
Incredible.
house, Leanne and John's, and we all sat in front and watched with Christine and watched the countdown to the YouTube premiere.
That was a fun night.
Oh,
I was not expecting her to sit with us in the audience. Totally unexpected moment.
yeah, because Steven, you saw it live in New York
Yeah.
City, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and she came out, and I'm like, oh, I did not expect her to come and like sit right in front of me. Never been so happy to see the back of someone's head before,
Oh.
but it was right there. Oh man, yeah, it was great. I felt like I was high for 5 days after that. Honestly, it was good. I mean, it was a little bit of a tease because we only got little clips. Like we didn't hear the whole song. It was like, you guys saw it, so but it was good for
And
sure.
for some, I know Twitter's been around for a long time, but I don't know if I'm just more plugged in or X, whatever it's called. But I've been following along a lot of this rollout on Twitter, and gosh, people are just really mean on there.
It's not a nice, it's a very toxic platform.
Oh
It's
my
gotten a
gosh.
lot worse over the last few years too. Like
Yeah.
it's
Very.
very, very toxic.
And
Yeah, I'm sorry.
well,
Wait, can I make one comment before we dive in? I
Mhm.
I just want to say I think that the way that she phased this rollout was so brilliant, starting with Coachella, and then I mean,
No.
yeah. So starting with Coachella and then rolling straight through Pride, which I just and what I've really loved to watch in this particular era is just how much she has embraced her fan base, like that core fan
yes.
base. And really did it with this incredible joy, of like, her people and her, and then to kind of like go through all of Pride and build this incredible momentum and then release essentially on 4th of July weekend. It kind of feels like it's already a holiday for everybody. It kind of feels very like celebratory.
I mean, this is truly a gift. Like, as you guys see, the album is posted, so we're gonna hit play in a moment. But Whitney's gone, Michael's gone, Prince is
Girl.
gone, George is gone. Like, I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Like, we are so fucking lucky to have this night together and to share it with you guys. I love you all. You're some of my favorite people in the world. And like our chats and like these podcasts, like this is the shit. Like this is what life's about. When life gets hard, I would never think about leaving this world because I got to do another podcast with my friends. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pause this. We are going to get ready for the first song. Does anybody have anything they want to add before we jump into the new album?
I just want to say her work ethic is still just at 100%. Like everything you just mentioned, like the stamina that she still has is just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, every second day there is something new to be taking in. So it was amazing.
All right. So what we're going to do, everybody, I'm going to pause when we're playing the songs because we can't have a copyright strike. But we are going to do it celebration tour style. I'm going to pause after the song is done, go back to the view of all of us, and when I say go, we're going to hold up the number for what we feel the song is on the first listen. For those who want to participate in that. I probably should have just made a 10 and don't need anything else. But
Facts.
All right. So I'm going to pause this and we'll be back after we've heard the first track.
Should we just mute the thing and then we just listen to it in headphones or something? Or like listen?
All right. We just listened to track 1 of Confessions 2 by Madonna, I Feel So Free. Those who are participating, hold up your ranks. 10 out of fucking 10 for me. What else do we got here?
That's a 9.
9.
10.
All right. So Barry, what'd you think? That's
a 9.
Heard that song.
That's fucking fabulous. I left my body.
Oh,
It's like,
Yes, Barry.
fantastic. And the feel was a little bit like she's trying to pull some pieces out of Sanctuary, which is one of my favorite songs and is such a piece of my history. I can't even begin to describe that. But of course, we got the connection between Future Lovers and Forbidden Love, which is she did 2 versions of it, and I loved both of them. But this is pulling like pieces of the other albums out of, and I'm connected to all of them, so I just left my body. This is absolutely fantastic, fucking fantastic.
Oh, you're making me cry. I can't. I'm not gonna make it through this. Ruben, what are your thoughts?
10 out of 10 on this one. I think this might be my favorite Madonna album opener ever. This is a fantastic song. She's back. I'm so glad. You're going to make me cry. Stop.
Oh, Sharon.
I love this track, and I loved it from the first time I heard it. I actually loved it from the first time we heard that little snippet before the song even actually went into like its fullness. But I just think it is possibly like the best single that I've heard her release like in 10 years at least. So love it.
Ooh. Okay, David A.
Me. I gave it an 8 because there are stronger songs. And but not a better song to introduce us to the world of Confessions 2. This is the best way that she can introduce the world to this song. And like, yo, if there's anything my bitch can do good, it's spoken word. Let that bitch speak some words and we lose it every fucking time. Yeah, I give it an 8.
I listened to this in the office at my job, and I didn't know what to expect, but when she started talking about like the safety in numbers and shit, I was like, this is some real fucking shit from Madonna again. Like I was shook. I was not prepared. Giovanni, thoughts on the song?
I give it a 9 because I'm keeping the 10 for something that is potentially better. But I've listened to this song already 40 times, I think, and I still get goosebumps. Like, I mean, maybe it's because we're about to listen to the album, but I mean, it's amazing. Like every part of the song, the spoken word intro, that drop after saying safety in numbers, that breakdown at the end, like it's just amazing. And like Barry said, I mean, you really get that Future Lovers, I Feel Love feeling. It's a perfect intro, honestly, perfect intro.
All right, Steven.
I give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a brilliant first single, which she's not usually that great at putting out the singles like we had with like MDNA with Give Me All Your Lovin' was not the right single. I don't even think Living for Love was a great first single, but this is a brilliant opener. It sets the whole tone for the album, for the world, and I can't get enough of listening to this song. I love the French kiss, that's vibe that's mixed into it. Like that late 80s house music. It's just such a great opener, and it gives you like listening in headphones. It's the first time I'm actually listening in proper monitor headphones, and it's such a vibe. Such a vibe.
Yeah.
It's really, really a brilliant way to open it. So I give it a 10 for sure.
All right, Jeffrey Dicker.
I give it an 8 because what works for you guys with it sounding like some other tracks, which I definitely hear as well, plus like it sounds to me like Donna Summer, that works against it for me. But I do like it. I think it's a good song. I mean, it's like, and the other thing I don't care for is with the inner spoken parts. To me, you mentioned the Madonna share voice. Well, I could call this one the Madonna confused grandma voice, where she's like 15 numbers, and I'm like, girl, sit down. But with that being said, if it was like not, if she's like wasn't using her grills and like spoke normally like a regular person, I would probably give it a 10.
All right, David P.
Okay, so I love it. I gave it a 9. Like Giovanni, because I'm holding out on the 10s, but it is Confessions too. It's such a great intro. It makes me just want to get out on the dance floor, and it does everything that she meant it to do for me.
All right, and Jim, welcome. I'm so glad you were able to make it tonight.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to make it too. First of all, let me just say I have known Barry for years now, and I don't think I've ever seen him that excited about a new song. Barry, you really just encapsulated everything I was feeling about that song.
I mean, I'm literally like losing my mind. I just can't believe it. Like Confessions is one of my favorite albums in the world, and I have such a long history with it. My girlfriend saw my from 15 years ago when we first got together, saw my collection of like 1,000 CDs, and I said, "Play something. I want to know more about you." She pulled Confessions out.
Oh,
this completely reminds me of that.
That is, Confessions is one of my go-tos as well. It's constantly on repeat on my playlist and stuff. But I believe there can be more than one 10, and I'm definitely going to give this one a 10 because I think it's a kind of a kick-ass way to open the album. And I just hope the rest of the songs hold up to what this has introduced us to so far. I mean, it can only get better, hopefully, if this is the Madonna that we all know and love from 15, 20 years ago.
all right. Well, I'm going to pause the recording. We're going to listen to track 2, Good for the Soul, or as David calls it, what's it called, David?
Good for the whole.
All right. We'll be back in a little bit, y'all. Okay, we just listened to Good for the Soul, track 2 on Madonna's Confessions. This is my first time hearing it. If everyone would like to give their rankings at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, I give it a fucking 10. All right, we're going to go in the same order. Barry, what are your initial thoughts? Oh, you're muted.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got a lot going on here. I really liked it, but I didn't find it fabulous. I thought it was a little bit like flat. I don't even know how to explain that because the only thing I know about music is I love it. But it's good. Like it.
You
That's
didn't
what I
leave
can
your
say.
body.
Not on
Still
that
in your
one.
body.
He's feeling his body.
All right.
There's some songs that affect me so much that I can actually get goosebumpy just by thinking about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, Ruben, what'd you think of Good for the Soul?
I liked it. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's a good dance track. I like the lyric. It isn't the showstopper, but it doesn't have to be. Good song.
All right, Sharon.
Yeah, so it's funny that Barry mentioned the flatness. I think there is a bit of a monotone in her voice, and that like there's not a whole lot of dynamic range in her voice, and that's something that I kind of felt was just a little bit restrained, which I think was the purpose, like that was intentional, but I kind of wanted the song to break open a little bit. And so I give it an 8.5. But with that said, I really like some of the transitions in the track. So like particularly as the song builds at the very end, there is like a kind of crescendo and in the sort of in the orchestration of it, and that I really enjoyed a lot. So I do think as I listen to it, I might revise my number, but that's kind of where I'm at now.
All right, David A.
I'm a 9. I I of course heard the song in the movie, but like when I finally heard it in full, I was like, oh, I really like some of the beats. I love the lyrics. I think it's lyrically very well. Um, a 9. It really surprised me because it's a bop, but like the lyrics really came through for me at least.
All right, Giovanni.
When I give it a 7, originally when I watched the Confessions 2 film, I think it was my least favorite out of that crop of 6. But I was actually quite stunned. I liked it more than I thought I would have. The verses are actually really, really good. There's a bit of like I might be wrong because like Barry, I'm not, I don't know much about music, but it's, kind of like a UK garage breakbeat that, that is in the background there that I like. And it's a good track. It's a good track.
All right, Stephen Phoenix.
Yeah, I give it a solid 8. I liked it too. I like the string section and like that little moment that we got with the strings. But like Sharon, I think it needed to break open and go somewhere. It needed to like hit something, open up, and it didn't quite get there. But I like it for what it was. Like Ruben said, it doesn't have to be a showstopper, but it's solid. It's a solid song. I enjoyed it. I need to hear it again and let it cook some more in my brain. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, Jeffrey.
I give it a 9, which is like probably surprising because I know you all think I'm a hater. No, I don't know. Maybe the enjoyment of like hearing it with you guys was like pretty cool. I have to say. So maybe that gave it a little extra points. It's not the best song I've ever heard. Certainly, she did the spoken word part, and she actually sounded like a normal person to me. So that was good. I like that. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't. We'll see. Will this stand the test of time? Who knows? But on a first listen, first real listen, I liked it.
All right, Jim.
I have to agree with Ruben that it wasn't really a showstopper, so I gave it an 8. I tell you the thing I really liked about it though was at the end there where it kind of had a little breakdown. I guess it was getting ready to transition into the next song, and I just wish maybe that part had been maybe a little earlier in the song to lead into some type of build up that's kind of missing there, like Sharon was saying.
All right, and David P.
Okay, so yeah, I gave it an 8 too, as well. I'm hoping because I have such high hopes for this album that this is the weakest track. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not mad at it. It'll probably grow on me more.
All right. Well, we are all going to listen to One Step Away, and we will be right back. And this is the last moment in my life where I have not heard One Step Away yet. All right, we'll be back. Okay. That was the first time I ever heard the song One Step Away by Madonna, and I can barely talk. Jesus Christ. 10. Fucking 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. Jesus Christ. I haven't felt like that about a song in years. Oh my God. All right. Oh, okay.
So good.
David, let's have you start with this one. David A, because I know you've been waiting for the song for a long time.
I love this song. So when we first heard it in the movie, I lost it. So it was kind of weird hearing the song without the car driving around.
Yeah.
But oh my God, like the song is a mess. There's no chorus. The construction is bad, but it is so fucking good. Like my bitch and her vocals. When she goes into Freedom, I'm like, I need to be in an altered state to hear this song because it's so amazing. It's a 10 for me.
But aren't we all waiting for our freedom right now? Like that just hits so hard. Jesus. Okay, Barry, what'd you think of One Step Away?
I liked it. That's a good song. It's didn't make me leave my body like the first one did, but it's fantastic. And I also was thinking about the voice, and she sounded like, back when Confessions one, obviously, was, as I said, my favorite. It sounds like her voice then, or like on music or something, like really great, really on. And honestly, I'm a little bit shocked about how she sounds so much like her classic, the thing that made me like her so much.
Ruben.
I love this one. And I will say, I think I'm the only one here that hasn't seen the movie. I didn't want to see the movie before I heard the rest of the songs. I wanted to see that after. So I haven't heard anything other than what's been released. I love this one. I love the vocals on this. Her voice sounds fantastic. I got a little bit of a erotica era vibe at the beginning, and then later on, it kind of reminded me in a good way of a little Everything But the Girl. I could hear Tracy Thorn in the background on that a little bit. I loved it. Loved it.
Okay, Giovanni.
I gave it an 8.5 because I couldn't decide between an 8 and a 9. This was the song I was most looking forward to after watching the movie. I think I don't really have much words about it. I just really, really love it. Like you guys said, the vocals are great, and I don't know. It's just, I mean, there's definitely a mood to this album that is brewing. Just like Confessions one, it's definitely nighttime album. It's a darker dance album, which I love. So a great track.
All right, Steven.
Yeah, like David said, there wasn't a ton of structure to the song itself, but it's almost like she's freestyling vocals at the microphone while the music is just swirling and playing, and that instrumental was incredible. That beat, that like to hear that inside of a club has got to be another feeling, like transcendent. I loved it. I gave it a 10 for sure. I think it's going to be a lot of 10s for me on this album,
Jeez.
so I'm ready for it.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, I gave this one an 8. Again, it didn't move me like the first one did, but I'll tell you what, it was reminiscent of bedtime stories for me. That track is just so hypnotic, and this one here was just as hypnotic as bedtime stories.
All right, David P.
Okay, so I gave it an 8. I couldn't get my sheet up because it's just one sheet and it's all folded, and I can't. It's like origami going on with me. But yeah, an 8, and I'm echoing a lot of what's already been said because my reaction was vocals, because I love good vocals, and yeah, so, and I think it's important to say that 8 is actually a really high score.
Yeah. All right, Jeffrey.
I also gave it an 8. I feel like over time this one will go down. Maybe like some of the other ones will go up, but this one I feel like will go down because it didn't. I like the instrumentation better than the vocals, but I did think it was not. It didn't sound very processed, which I like. That I appreciated, and I also did like when she hit the little freedom or whatever.
All right, Sharon.
When she hit the note, that was the moment that the song tipped over for me of like, okay, we're here. I also love the hypnotic quality. So there is that sense of feeling like you're in the middle of a club. Like tracks like this are the kind of where you just kind of, become so focused on the sensory experience of the club. And I think that she created a song that really kind of puts you in that place. And so I think those are all the things that I really liked about it. I was waiting for that moment of like full, fullness that I don't think the song never really realizes. But I also think this is a track that with time it's going to grow on me. So,
All right. Well, we are going to pause again and listen to Bring Your Love, a song that most of us, I'm sure, have heard, and we will be back.
You're muted. You're muted.
Okay, I'm going to go backwards this time. Sharon, Bring Your Love.
Oh, but we didn't do our little scores.
Oh, the scores. 10. I'm giving everything a fucking 10. I don't care. I don't care. Sharon.
you're like, Madonna's gonna like burp on the microphone
Yeah,
and
10.
Jerry's gonna be like 10.
10, bitch. It's a 10, bitch.
I I I already liked this track. People were with me when we did the Coachella thing. Like I had some opinions on the Coachella performance, which I did not think really lived up to the promise of the track. I think I'm so thrilled with this version. I think it's so joyful. I love how like Sabrina's voice and Madonna's voice are coming together. It sounds like she took the grills out, which is amazing. I mean, I love it. I want to reserve the 10 for potentially other tracks on this record, but I think this is such a wonderful manifestation of this song. So
Oh, it's just that joy that only Madonna can bring that she hasn't brought in so long. I love it. Okay, Jeffrey.
I gave it a 7. I will say this mix sounded so much better, and so it almost would go up to an 8 because but I'm so used to that other BS that they released that I was not a fan of, and that would have gotten up probably a 5 because that just did not do it for me, and I was like, oh fuck, we're screwed with this era. But when they fixed whatever the problem was, and I actually enjoyed that just now, so this is good.
All right, David P.
So I gave it my first 10, and maybe it has something to do with it's the one that I've heard most, but it's also one that, you know what, I can't stop dancing. Every time I hear it, especially when I'm blasting it like at home and I'm by myself, I'm freaking moving all over the house. I love it. I love it. And I never really was aware of, I knew that there was a Sabrina Carpenter and that she was beautiful and all that. But it's also like exposed me to her, and I mean, maybe 3 of her own songs in, but I love it. I'm digging it. I'm digging the collaboration. I'm stoked by it. It's 10, 10, 10.
This is me in the car. Bring your love. Bring it. Like me doing the whistle. Bring it.
Right?
Jim.
I like this one. I gave it a 9. I agree with Sharon. It's kind of light, and it's a happy, light song, and it makes you want to move. And I'm sitting here listening to it, and in the background and the musicality of it, I'm hearing flavors of like Black Box and stuff from the early '90s. I mean, it just was it's a great throwback.
All right, Steven.
Yeah, this one's at 8 for me. After hearing I Feel So Free, when this was like the second one that we heard, I was a little worried that she was gonna start to go more like pop radio friendly commercial when I heard this one. But this mix is a lot cleaner too than what we heard previously. It's like crisper. I like it though. It's not my favorite of the songs, but yeah, I like it.
All right, Giovanni.
Well, I'm gonna echo some of the things that were already said, but I've had an interesting experience with this track. When I first heard it while watching Coachella, I loved it. I was so excited. Then the studio version came out, and like everyone mentioned, the vocals were like clouded by either the grills or maybe like an effect that was on her voice, and it affected my view of the track. But this new mix is really, really great. The vocals are are more crisp, more present in the mix. So I like it. I give it an 8.5. I love it.
All right, David A.
Just like I told everybody, the vocals, it was a new mix. I give it an 8. It was a 7 before. I wasn't feeling the original mix. I love the new mix now. It samples Inner City's Good Life, and that's one of my favorite club records of all time. So I love that beat. And just like they said, it's very black box. It's very circa 1991, the spring, where you would hear like, Nomad or, Delight, that type of house 90s, early 90s type of beat. And I love it because I love 90s Madonna. So this is perfect for me.
All right, Ruben.
Oh, I love this song. I gave it a 10 out of 10. These are my favorite kind of Madonna songs. These big, joyous, I call them summer songs. You drive around with all the windows open and everybody can hear. This reminded me, the last one of these I got this excited about, I think, was Turn Up the Radio. That's the same kind of song for me. Love this one.
All right, and Barry.
Yeah, I thought it was a good song. I love the diversity that we've had in opinion here. That's fantastic. I found it just maybe a little repetitive, perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't have any specific complaints. I like prior panel members' comments about the quality of her voice. I thought it fit in well. Yeah, that's my opinion.
All right. Well, we are going to pause and listen to Dance Ateria. We will be back.
Worried for you.
Okay. 10 motherfucking 10. 10, 10, 10, 10.
So
Jesus.
good.
9.
I'm trying to find my 9. I'm trying to find my 9.
All right, let's start with the middle row. Giovanni, what do you think of Dance Ateria?
Okay, I give it a 9. I can't find my 9 anymore. So what an interesting turn of events in that like last part. I don't know if that's kind of the transition into the next song. I don't know what the next song is. But amazing. I mean, I knew that it would have been a highlight, and I think it is. I might be wrong, but I think it might be the next single.
It is.
So if that's the next single, I mean, it's hot. It's really, really great. I love that hook. Yeah, it's great. Really, really great.
I mean, she sounds so invested and so inspired in a
Right.
way we haven't heard in so long. I
Mhm.
can barely talk through this podcast. Steven.
It's her biopic.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
there it is.
We finally
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great that, I mean, Stuart Price did a genius job on that mix. I mean, there's so much going on there. I can't imagine how many tracks he had in the DAW. That's incredible. I love it. I give it a 10 for sure.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, I gave it a 10 too. I loved all the throwbacks, to like the hip hop artists, Fab Five Freddy and all them and B-52s. I love the B-52s, I don't know if they've got money to spend, but that I love all those. Any song that's got references back to music that I grew up with that I just absolutely love is going to be a 10 for me. So I mean and the video for this is just outrageous. I love the video.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, David P.
Right. Okay. So yeah, 10 all the way. I mean, seriously, I like wanted to obey her and get up and dance while we were listening to that. It was really hard to stay in my chair.
Playing on
And-
Spotify.
Yeah, and I keep seeing Benjamin
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
in the video. The way he rocks out and how I love it. I love it. I love this song so much.
All right, Jeffrey.
I gave it a 7. I thought the chorus was great. The end part sounded like the song music to me, and I love the references to like Kenny Sharp, who I'm an acquaintance of, and there was a Tony Shafrazi who had a famous art gallery. That was fun to hear, but I kind of thought the rapping shit was cringy. So it got a 7.
All right, Sharon.
There's so much going on in this track. So I gave it an 8. It's not my favorite track on the record. But with that said, there's just like I can't I don't think you could possibly have shoehorned more references, more throwbacks. The rap had tinges of Blondie's Rapture for me. I know that that might be like in this audience that might be controversial, but like that's that's the vibe that I got. I love the references there. The whole like Fab Five Freddy and all of that also kind of reminded me a little bit of the breakdown in Vogue. I one thing that I really liked that no one has talked about yet was the Lou Reed reference. Did anyone else kind of?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually really like. I was like, oh wow, I didn't see that coming at all, particularly on a dance track, and I kind of liked where they went with it. And then I really, really like the back half of the track because I think the back half of the track, when it kind of like peps up a little bit, for lack of a better way to describe it, is I think Stuart Price did some really clever things with with the the whole spirit of the track. So it's an 8. It's not a 10, but it's definitely, I think, one of the standout tracks on the record.
All right, Barry.
Yeah, I completely agree with Sharon, and some of you actually said some really great, spot on things. I felt flashbacks all through the track. I was transported all around through time and space. The references to past music and people that I really like. I just thought it was really great. It's like it's very flashbacky, but in a great way. There wasn't anything that wasn't like spot on.
All right, Ruben.
Can I? Sorry.
Oh yeah,
can
go
I
ahead, Sharon.
I just wanted to add, I totally forgot to say it. I love the line about hide the cocaine. That cracked me up.
Oh, yeah.
With Kate Moss.
Yeah.
I love this track. I think I agreed, Sharon. I picked up on the Debbie Harry thing too a couple of times, and then she dropped the Fab Five Freddy reference, which was really thought it was kind of cool. I love how in her career, Madonna has had all these fabulous turns of phrases that become sort of these like call to action, and everyone here is a work of art. Is one of the best ones she's ever put on anything. I absolutely love it.
And everybody here is a work of art also on this podcast, just so you guys know. All right, and this one we're ending with David A.
Yay, good times. I give it a 10. Obviously, it's a bop. It's a smash to me, but you don't know. Who knows how the world takes it. But what I love about this is the two references. The reference to her life that we all know. So we get the Martin Bourgoins. We get, her performing at Danceteria. We get Mark Heyman's. We know Debbie Mazar. We know those references. But then toward the second half, you get, and the Basquiat reference as well. But in the second half, you get everybody else who was big in Danceteria because it wasn't only just a dance club. So you get to hear the B-52s, then you get to hear David Burns, and then you hear Lou Reed, and you get all these things. And I think, the new generation won't know, but they'll bop to it because it's so good. But then it's our job to explain to them what these references are. I love it. A 10.
All right, we are going to pause and listen to Read My Lips. All right, Read My Lips. And the scores are, bitch, I gave it a 9. I don't give a fuck. Madonna's always got that La Isla Bonita moment on every album. And this is what Madam X should have been, in my opinion.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right,
let's start. Tops Maluma any day.
Yeah. Let's start with
Barry. And I love Maluma.
You know what, David? Let's start with you.
Oh, okay, good times. Yeah. I gave it a 9. I feel personally it could have been a 10 if we didn't have the flamenco beat at the beginning. If we stayed with the beat that we got when Fade came in, that reggaeton beat, that song would have been a 10. I love it. I love his verse. I think his verse is great. I love when they both are back and forth. I love when my bitch speaks Spanish. So she was throwing Spanish lyrics left and right, and I loved it. It's hit or miss. We hit with La Isla Bonita, we hit with Who's That Girl. But we also take flops with Spanish lessons and Bitch I'm Loca. So it's like, but this is a very good Spanish combo for her. I give it a 9.
All right, Barry.
I thought it was a good song. like I had explained earlier, have not heard any of these tracks, and it's very hard, a very difficult thing for me to give a rating on a song that I've never heard before, because sometimes things grow on you or sometimes they back out. It's a
Right.
good song. I'm not really a fan of other people being guests on songs, and it's not limited to Madonna. It's everyone. Debbie Harry does it, or anybody that does that. Usually, I don't think that's an improvement, but I'll leave it with it's a good song. I like the album. It's going to be nice to play it coherently all the way through sometime.
All right, Ruben.
I give this one an 8, and I kind of agree with Barry. It's hard to rate a track when you hear it for the first time, but this I liked it, and it feels like one that's going to end up on a lot of, like a deep track that's going to end up on a lot of my playlists in the future. Got a good vibe.
I can just feel like when someone pisses me off, I'm gonna be putting on "Read My Lips." All right, Steven.
Yeah, I agree with Barry also. I'm not usually a fan of collaborations with Madonna. I like her to be front and center, doing her own thing, carrying the weight of the song. I like the music, the track more than the song she constructed over it. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was fun. I also agree with David. I think the reggaeton beat, like from the second half of the song, was really hot. Like keeping it like that the whole time would have been, I think, would have probably made it a 10 for me also. But it's kind of a 7.5 for me, this one. Yeah.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, this is a 7 for me. It just really didn't do anything for me. Compared to everything else we've heard, it just wasn't. It didn't move me like the other ones did. I mean, sorry, that's that's it. That's all I feel about this song.
Well, that was the consensus on a lot of Twitter, also.
Okay.
All right, David P.
Oh, okay. So I went, you know what? I think maybe because of the reference in the previous song to the nod to Debbie Harry, let's just put it that way. I was already kind of in this mode because Barry and Jim, I started thinking halfway through, oh wow, that's a little bit like Wipe Off My Sweat. And
Hmm.
then
Yeah.
I started to think of Sugar on the Side, with
Yep.
System Solares. So
And I love
it
that
was
album, David.
yeah. So it was super fun for me, especially after Danceteria. So I gave it an 8, but I have a feeling it's gonna I'm gonna appreciate it a lot. So
And the album version definitely better than the edit that was
Mm.
out for the World Cup. Okay, G.
I gave it a 6. It was very generic to me, and I think the only time I'll ever listen to it is if I listen to the album straight through, because it will be off a playlist. The first time it comes on, I know I'll skip it, and then every time subsequently.
Giovanni.
I gave it a 7. It's a good track, and I agree with Steven. I normally prefer Madonna's tracks, her solo tracks, I should say. But might actually be an anomaly because I think the highlight of the track is actually Fade's verse. I actually really, really liked it. But it sits there with Good for the Soul, where it's a great track, but it just so happens to be sitting in like a bed of like perfect tracks. So it's good.
All right, and Sharon.
I'm gonna be a little controversial in my statements. First of all, so I gave it a 7. Not my favorite track on the record. I would like to hear more Fade and less Madonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think he's outstanding on this track, and I like her in the mix. Like I wouldn't take her off entirely, but I feel like the track started to really go somewhere when he came in, and I was like, why did it take so long for us to to really hit our stride? The other thing I wanted to comment on, which I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but for me, there's the Spanish flamenco quality, which is very obvious, but the music to me is slightly reminiscent of A Touch of Classes Around the World, and that I kind of thought was interesting and intriguing when done in the style that they did the track. So like there are things in this track that I like, but overall I just don't think it ever congeals into something that I would want to listen to on repeat.
All right. Well, we are now moving on to track 7, Everything.
Oh, wait, before you
Yeah.
before you unpause it, or before you pause it, in the video which they say, "Shut your mouth," and she goes, "Okay."
Yes, that's what I've been doing the whole time.
And I like that part where she's banging on the glass. And you know it's a good Madonna song when you recreate the video. How many people walked up the stairs and pretended they were in the Papa Don't Preach video?
Ma'am, please.
Et cetera, et cetera. Okay.
The march to the beat.
So this next song, Everything, this is the first song that I have not heard anything of. So I've never heard anything in the song, and we'll be back, everybody. All right, I just heard the song Everything by Madonna for the first time ever. And this one's really fucking easy for me. That's a fucking 10 right there, bitch. That's a fucking hard-ass fucking 10.
A strong fucking 10.
10, motherfucker. That's the Madonna that was on music, pushing the boundaries.
Everything is everything. It's as simple as that. Like, I've been so blown away. A 10. I couldn't get enough of it. I was all like, Bjork, is that you, bitch? I hear you. It's so good.
David, any other thoughts?
No, 10. I was like, I was blown away. I was like, well, damn, bitch. What is this? I loved it. It's very Nelly Hooper. It's very Bjork to me. It's very like, yo, I'm gonna be fitting in between Bedtime Story and Sanctuary. Let's go.
And like she's digging deep in the lyrics, but then there's that campy like, I don't fuck with it. Like all the things are there. check.
I have gone all day today going, I'm not okay. I don't fuck with it. I've been losing it.
Like when we were going into the part of the album that I haven't heard before, I'm like, okay, here come the mediocre tracks. Jesus Christ. Okay.
One thing that I don't get is that, yo, she showcased this album with the shittiest singles, with the exception of Love Sensation. But like, yo, all I know is like, could you imagine if she said, you know what, I'm going to drop this song out. Let's see what people think.
All right, let's go to Steven.
Oh man. This one I give it a 10 too. I thought it was fucking weird. Oh, sorry. I thought it was
can say
weird.
anything. No,
I thought it was really weird in the best kind of way though. It reminded me, it took me straight to Bedtime Stories. It made me think of her at her just creative best, just digging deep and experimenting and playing with sound and texture, and she's just freestyling on the mic and having a good time. I loved it. It was so interesting. It made me laugh. I was laughing at it. I found it like funny. I think it's another good track. It's something different. We haven't heard anything quite like this before. It reminded me of Bjork as well. Yeah. I think it was a weird, fun track.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, I'm going to have to echo both David A. and Steven. I did definitely heard a lot of touches of Bjork in there, and I also kind of heard some Robin. I don't know if you guys know who Robin is, or OBYN, especially
Yeah,
off her most recent album.
Yeah.
I've got some vibe of some Robin vibe in this song too. I loved it. It kind of reminded me, I know I've already referenced this song before, but it kind of reminded me the first time I ever heard the song Bedtime Stories, because it was so different. And then that video came out and for that song, and it blew me away. And this song's kind of having that same effect on me.
All right, G.
I gave it an 8. Didn't really care for the vocals. And there's like sometimes when she said I don't fuck with it, like a couple of the times she said it, I was like, ugh, I don't know. But then one time she said it sounded okay. I really don't like the effects on her voice, as you may have noticed. But the music I thought was really strong. So like with the fade track, less Madonna, more music.
All right, Giovanni.
to Steven's point, it's weirdly fun. I mean, when I was listening to it as the track progressed, it's like you were entering a new realm. So it's like a lot of different sections that I'm trying to piece together. I mean, it's the first time you're hearing the track, so it's kind of difficult to comment on something that you just heard for like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first time. We haven't heard, even a snippet of this, but it's good. I gave it an 8. I think it's great. The instrumental is really, really good. I really enjoy it.
All right, David P.
Okay, so I gave it a 7, and I get all the references. I love Bjork. I love Robin and everything, and maybe it's one that's really I'm gonna figure it out later or something, but it's the first one on this album where I actually drifted away some of the time, which is why I gave it a 7, because I did like I lost focus, and it's the first one that did that to me.
All right, Sharon.
So I give it a 9. This is probably my favorite track so far, other than the first track. And I love how jarring and unexpected it is, like how it feels very like it takes you on a journey, but it also feels like harkening back to some of the more experimental dance moments that she's had. So that part I really, really liked. And I don't know, I found that like I don't fuck with this hilarious.
I loved it.
Like
Yeah.
that does, I mean, it was a little bit laying it on thick, but I think that was the point. Like I think she knows, she's got a tongue in cheek in that. So I don't know. I was enjoying that.
All right, Barry.
I'm gonna go with 8.5. It's a good song. I like the thing about I don't fuck with it. I don't know what it means yet, but it actually means something to me personally. One thing I like about clever lyrics is that sometimes it makes a thought in you that is pretty profound, and that's one that's a little bit profound. So I'm excited to learn more about what the intent was and actually read the lyrics and understand that more completely. Good song though.
All right, and Ruben.
I kind of like a lot of these songs are. This is an album where the songs are kind of looser than some of her albums, and they're a little more wandery, and they have a few more movements in them. I really like this one. This one will definitely stick around for me.
All right, and we have one more song, and then we're half done with the album. We all knew it was going to be a late night. Let's do Love Sensation. Maybe we'll take a little break. I'm going to pause, and we'll play the song. All right, we just listened to Love Sensation. Let's start with the people that hadn't heard the song. Jim, that was your first time hearing that, correct?
Are we doing the score?
Oh, yeah, the score.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so sorry.
scores.
Score 10.
Scores.
Fuck you guys. Oh, Jeffrey Dicker with a 10. Bitch. All right. So, Jim, that was the first time you heard that?
Yeah, no, that was a great song. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, she hit all the marks on that one. Great chorus, great hook. I even loved the backing vocals on it. I mean, it was a great song.
They're kind of Bee Gees a little bit, I feel like, that falsetto.
Yeah.
So cool. Barry, what did you think of it?
Yeah, that was a good song. I liked it. I don't have anything specific about it. Just a good song. It's fun.
All right, Ruben.
This is my favorite, one of my favorite ones so far. She's got such swagger on this. I think this is one of the things she does best. This just perfect.
All right, let's go to David P.
It gives me everything that I hoped for from Confessions 1. I mean, this just is a statement that, yeah, this is Confessions 2, and it lives up to Confessions 1. I gave it a 10. I love it. It's, you got to dance to it. It's great.
All right, Steven.
Yeah, it's a perfect pop song, a perfect pop dance track. I have no notes.
Gee, I'm saving you for last, bitch. Giovanni.
I gave it 1,000,000, and I'm going to be the first one to change a previous score. I feel free is going to go to 10, and then I'm going to give this an 1,000,000. Um, it occupies that euphoric summer song, like that category. I mean, that those Someone to Call My Lover by Janet Jackson, Young Hearts
Yeah.
Run Free by Candy Stat. Like these are songs that like you just feel happy listening to. And I mean, I'm gonna put that right into that category. I think it's a perfect song. In a similar way, it's not anything like it, or maybe it is, musically, but Get Together on the original Confessions, I think is just like
You took
perfect.
it. You took the words out of my mouth.
I think that this is one of her best songs of all time. Like I really think that this is just amazing.
And whoever thought that we'd be sitting in 2026 saying Madonna just wrote one of her best songs? Like that's
Right?
such a fucking gift. This is such a gift to Mother
Right.
is here to
This
save
is
us.
wonderful.
Sharon.
So Giovanni hit it. So like to me, this is the get together on this record. And so, and like I'm on the record. The last time we talked about Confessions, Get Together is a perfect song. Like I think it's literally a perfect song.
Absolutely.
And so it's really hard to like. I mean, we all knew coming into this it was going to be incredibly hard for her to follow that record and some of the tracks on the record. And this song lives up to that promise. So it is. It is such a wonderful moment.
All right, and now a shocking moment because I saw a motherfucking 10 coming from Jeffrey Dicker on a Madonna album 2026. The floor is all yours, my friend.
No, I mean, this is a classic Madonna track. This is like this comes on and you like run to the dance floor. I mean, this is like, wow, and I mean, like, yay, good for her, like still making amazing tracks like this. Some of the other songs so far have lacked, they've had a lot of the stuff, but this has all of it. This just has all the shit you want. It's just free and airy and fun and good hooks, good chorus, good little things here and there, like peppered in. It's just
Ear candy.
Ear candy. Ugh.
Your candy.
All right, well, you guys, we are done. We are halfway through the album. We knew it was going to be a late night. Should we do like a 5-minute break? Get our drinks? A 10-minute break?
No, 5 is fine. I didn't get to say anything. The
I'm
nerve
so
of
sorry.
y'all.
Oh my God. And by the way, you guys, I am tired. So if I fuck up at all, David, take it away.
A
Take it away,
10.
boys.
A 10. For me, it's in the top 10 of best Madonna songs of all time. What I love about Madonna is that bitch writes a basic lyric and it doesn't sound basic at all.
Right.
And this bridge on here is life. If anything I know about my bitch is she can write a chorus and she can write a bridge. Because this bridge here alone eats so good. Like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is classic Madonna.
And I feel like it's classic Madonna without sounding like a Madonna song we've heard before. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, all right. We're going to pause for a moment. All right, friends, we are now in the second half of the album. I was just saying when we were paused that I will always remember this as one of the best nights of my life. I never thought that I'd have another Madonna album that made me cry, laugh, do all the things. But to be able to share it with people I fucking love. This life does not get any better than this. Except if you Venmo me.
Music indeed makes the people come together.
But music does make the people come together. We are about to go into the second half of the album, which I've only heard one whole song and then a little snippet of another. These are all mostly first listens for me, so I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to expect. We are about to listen to Love Without Words, and we will be back.
That was so cool. That was so cool the way to...
Whoa.
Fucking amazing. On
Gave it a 1.
Oh, where's my number?
What is happening?
It's so fucking good.
How the fuck is this album so good?
So fucking good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
In fucking incredible.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna go home now because I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
My brain explodes.
Now,
Wait, is this
Anybody?
an all around 10? Is this
And what?
an all
There's
10
8
to
more?
everybody?
Barry had a 9.
Somebody say there's 8 more.
I can't do a
Wait,
10.
someone had a 9?
I can't. It was me. It was I can't do a 10 until I actually like pass out and fall on the floor.
Okay,
I'm
good
actually
times.
done.
His standards are high.
Oh,
That's fine. I'll take that 9. I
Well,
will
let me-
take that 9.
A 10 for me is like forbidden love or future lovers or something like
Oh,
that.
good
you know?
times. Facts.
Or most of what's on Confessions, the first one.
Oh my god, I love that.
now, some of our complaint, I don't want to say complaint, but we commented on the first few songs like we wish they would have opened up some more. But the further this album goes along, the songs are starting to open up and I can't even
It's like
fucking talk.
she intended it that way.
I can't even talk. I can't even fucking talk. Who wants to go? You know what? Decide what fucking order y'all are gonna go in. Cause
All right, maybe I'll
I'm just
increase
turning my
mine to
camera fucking off.
9.3.
turning my fucking camera off.
I'll
I'm
go.
done, bitch. Call it house. Call it.
Holy shit, that is like such a good fucking track. It's like just
So
the
good.
spoken word's great.
That
The
was so
fucking
cool.
dance. Oh man, that was a fucking good ass song. Wow.
It was like a journey I want to go on again, It was like
Let's
That
just
is one I
listen
could
to this
definitely
6
see myself
times.
Yeah.
listening to over and over and over and over again.
yeah.
That
I
is
want to hear it
that
again
is
right now.
possibly one of my favorite Madonna songs ever written.
Ever.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
Should we listen to it again and then come
Don't tempt me.
Bitch.
I second that motion.
I could do the whole fucking album again. Like I am blown away.
I mean, I love first of all, I love how long all the songs are. Because I think the places that she's taking some of these songs is like really, really interesting. And this is like a perfect example of that. I mean, heard a bit of like in the middle, like almost like a glitchy production. Like, I just like love this track from beginning to end. It's a perfect 10. A perfect 10.
Okay, does anybody else want to talk?
I love this song. It makes me want to rub my ass on some guy's dick in a dark room at Twist down here. It's so sexual. It is so
Girl,
sexy.
a gust of wind makes you want to do that, bitch. So don't even
That's true. I can't help it, but it's so sensual. And it's just like, it's everything. That beat comes in, her
my
voice,
God.
and I love the lyrics. I love her manipulating her voice at the end. It's so good. I'm like, bitch, who is this?
It's so good. It's inspired me. It left me feeling inspired. That's how I felt listening to the song when the song was finished. It reminded me of times when I would be at the Roxy or some other club here in New York, and I would leave the club early because it was so good that I would have to leave to come home to work on music. That's what this made me feel like.
Cool.
Yeah, it made me feel like I want to finish my album.
Inspired to, yeah.
Yeah,
It's inspiring.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask a really scary question, you guys. Are we gonna be okay? We might be okay. Like life might be okay. Things might be okay.
But we have to make it
Came to
okay.
save us.
Exactly.
We needed a
Mother
moment.
is fucking here to save us.
Like literally.
Okay,
When we needed her the most,
I
she appeared.
I've resigned as the host of this podcast because I can't. Does anybody else want to jump in about the song? Because
Do you guys know that we've been on the video for now 3 hours and 40 minutes and we're only halfway through?
move over, Joni Mitchell, Phonogenics family. Ruben, were you saying something?
We might get up to that level here. For me, this particular space on this track is a space that Madonna has inhabited over and over again in her career, and only she can do this specific thing. And I can't put into words what I mean, but this is why I keep coming back. Awesome.
Okay, so
I kind of like the title. I mean, the title of the song is very appropriate. Even if she didn't have the verses in there, and all she did was call it love, call it love without words. If that's all she said through the whole damn song, it would still be a great song. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just Ruben, you're right. It's something only Madonna can do.
All right, motherfuckers. Well, I already heard the next song, so it's already a 10. So, I mean, we're about to listen to Bizarre.
I
Yeah.
love this song already.
Maybe the album version is different from what we've heard on Instagram, but
I love the 1-2 punch of Love Without Words and Bizarre.
all right,
That transition right
Is
into Bizarre.
it in the video? Because I don't think I've heard it yet.
No.
a DJ that she collaborated with played it at his night in New York, and someone taped it.
Yeah.
All right, let's pause and listen, y'all. We just listened to Bizarre by Madonna. 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Easy.
that's my
Easy,
favorite
easy,
song.
easy.
9.9 from Barry.
Yeah, I gotta give it up for that one.
Oh,
I left my body.
Barry.
Body, he left his body.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. It was another flashback. It was having just one song that I remember and had such great memories of, and it might have been what was it? Was it Forbidden Love? Just one kiss on my lips was all it took to seal the future. Where she did a spoken intro, and this kind of thing that I can't recall it right now because I only heard the song once, but that is a very profound intro to a track, and then it just takes off and tears you apart from there.
Oh. Okay, David A. I can't even fucking talk, you guys. Does someone else want to finish this podcast?
It's a 10
me either.
It's a 10 for me. This is what the MDNA should have sounded like.
Right.
Because this was what she was bubbling with it, but she couldn't get this. This is like, it's so awesome. I love the way it flows from Love Without Words. Those are two severe club hits. Severe.
Yeah.
And it's a 10 across the board for me.
And the thing is, like, they say this. To me, it doesn't matter who the song's about, but there's talk that it could, because she bought that car for Sean Penn that she's talking about.
It is Sean Penn.
That's what I thought.
It has to be Sean Penn.
But like,
yeah,
there's things that inside of me that fucking still hurt from 40 years ago. And
yeah.
I'm getting like to talk about it, but like, it's in these fucking songs, man. Okay, Steven.
Yeah, this might be my favorite track on the record so far. I mean, we haven't heard the rest, but yeah. And the second I heard it, even the little Instagram thing, it was an instant like, what is this? I love it. This is for sure. It's my favorite, I think.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go in order of the squares because I can't think. Jim.
Yeah, I really like the opening of this song. It was kind of reminiscent of something on Ray of Light to me. Even like Frozen, the beginning of Frozen, where it kind of starts off so dramatic, and then just boom, it just hits you, with the beat and stuff. This is a great song. I gave it a 10.
I mean, she's at the top of her game here at whatever age. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of artists made it to this. Who did? David Bowie was still doing great music later on in his career. Like, the list is very short of people that write songs this good that far into their career. Okay, Giovanni.
I love it. I give it an 8. I think when I first heard the snippet from the DJ set, I'm not a huge fan of this particular type of EDM music, I guess you can call it. But it exceeded my expectations. Like, hearing it now, it's much better than how I thought it would have been. So it's great. I love it.
All right, G.
I gave it a 9. And I guess it didn't get a 10 because I like that other song so much better that we just heard.
Yeah.
But on first listen. This is definitely something that I'm going to listen to a bunch too. I liked it a lot, and I like the lyrics too. I definitely want to listen to that more. But I definitely liked that "Love Is Bizarre." I like that.
Yeah. To me, when we're in our Madonna chat, I'm like, this is a modern day "Give Me Tonight." I feel like from a Shannon
Oh,
throwback.
I didn't hear this on like the wherever they played a clip of it before. So this was like a new track to me.
Ruben.
Love this one. Don't have a ton to say about it, except this is one of the Madonna tracks for me that's like a wall of sound, and you learn all the words, and by the time you're finished singing, you're out of breath because it's so fast, and so you never get a break. I love these.
G, did you hear this one, or was it one you slept through earlier?
I slept through it.
Okay. Okay, Sharon.
I think this track is, I mean, when I heard the clip, I knew I was going to like it. And I think this track is so well put together. I give it a 9 because I still think it's not my absolute favorite track on the record, but I'm also just super intrigued that it might actually be about Sean Penn because I just have so many questions.
Remember in Truth or Dare, they're like, who's the love of your life, Sean? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. Oh no, I mean,
there's so many
there's no
questions.
question. I don't mean to go into biopic territory here, but there's no question that that relationship has left an indelible mark on her and that it persists. Because you remember, like, when he showed up at one of her shows and she did True Blue?
Yeah.
Like, did you see, like, the look on her face? Like, man, like, I was like, she is still fucking in love with that guy. So,
They're bad boy.
All
yeah.
right, David P.
Okay, so I gave it a 10. At this point, she's just taking me on this freaking euphoric ride, from song to song. She started off strong in this album and then, but she's just taking on me on this wonderful ride, the continuous album. So I have a feeling it's sorry guys, sorry. Sorry. Anyway, it's just a 10. That distracted me. I'd lost my train of thought.
All right, so now we're getting into a bunch of songs I've never heard before. Like,
Yes.
the standard is so high that I'm scared to keep playing it because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm scared. All right, so
Let's do this.
the next song is School, correct? All right, I'm gonna pause. This is the last time in life that I haven't heard the Madonna song School. Now, we're talking in the group chat. We're always a little scared when it comes to school because, the Spanish lesson, we got an F in that one.
Shut up, please. I'm still traumatized.
All right, we'll be back.
Wow.
All right.
The beat is hot.
We just listened to the song School by Madonna. I'm going to give it a 10. I'm giving it a fucking 10. Now, I don't like talking shit about other artists on this podcast, but that fucking Runway Lady Gaga bullshit from that movie, like, this is how you do a ballroom song right here. This is how you do a fucking ballroom fucking song right here. You can't put it in Chat GBT. You know what I'm saying?
What's a ballroom song?
Who would like to explain that one? Give Barry some schooling.
Is that Devil Wear Prada 2 reference?
What's a ballroom? David A. Describe.
It's a song that you can dance, you can vogue to, you can be cut to, and it's just like there's a battle coming real quick
A
with
Vogue
two
battle.
people on that song. Exactly. I love this song. I think it's a 10. I was shook because it's so different. Like, experimental. She's just like, she don't give a fuck anymore. She's like, I think this sounds good. Let's try this. Let's do that. This, like, when it gets to that beat breakdown, is everything. I can do it on the dance floor. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh yes, bitch, come.
She knows what she's doing.
Oh yeah.
And it's her voice. Like, they toned it up, so they left it normal so she could sing as the female part. They pitched it down so she can have a male voice to it. So it's her all over the place.
All right, Sharon, what did you think of this one?
I love this track. I love this track so much. I
Yay.
love that they played with the vocals. I love that it is incredibly raunchy. You know, it
Mhm.
like I also just want to call out like thank God we have a 67-year-old woman who's making a song like this and like
Yeah.
and it's fucking great.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, you're fabulous.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with 8.5.
Nice.
Some of it I thought was a little discordant, if that's a word. I'm not sure if that's a word, but
I like it
Um,
if it's not.
but
Yeah.
sometimes in there the vocals just tore me apart. It's a good song, you know. Somebody does that, you'll that's the thing that makes you want to listen to it again. And I can't wait to listen to it straight through off a CD.
and you know, like on Rebel Heart, she was trying to be like sexy with some of the songs, and like this
Yeah,
was
right.
this was effortless.
Effortless.
Like this was so. I want to end this fucking podcast and go over to my guy down the street. Like this,
And
you know what I
there's
mean?
so many references, like even in
Oh,
albums
Oh.
of lyrics,
Heaven.
and they're all like the greatest song. Like, oh, you go and pick out your top 20 songs, and you hear them in every track. And I can't quote them. I just feel that when I listen to this.
It's so
And-
good.
you know when Orbit came back and Merway came back, like Stuart Price, that's her dream collaborator. Like they
Yeah.
made magic here,
They work well together.
Magic.
and it's not a retread in any way, shape,
No.
or form.
At all.
I
At
agree.
all.
All right, Stephen Phoenix, School.
She had me with this one. As soon as she said school is in session, I was lit.
Yeah.
That was it. School is in session. I'm like, okay, it is. Let's go.
That's right, bitch. Mother's
That's-
here to
that's-
teach us.
That's the
Can I-
vibe right there.
Sharon,
Can
go
I
ahead.
add the line? Sorry, the line about like teach me something I don't know. I was
Yes.
like, fuck, man.
Right?
Oh,
Also, the
That was like the best thing ever. That was fabulous.
oh,
Teach me something I don't know. I love that.
she
And-
means
and-
it too.
Especially from her.
I know
like,
she does.
As if we could.
All right, Jim.
I've been schooled. That's all
Yeah,
I'm going to say.
Giovanni.
I give it a 9. I love it. Once again, another track that I love. It's really hitting me. I mean, somebody said it earlier about, referencing one of her old songs. I mean, this is the same woman that made Cherish. Like to me, it's like I'm really trying to reconcile that in my mind. Like, this is incredible. I mean, she's always had such a strength of bringing something that is, an underground sound to the mainstream and making it like, into a pop song or making it mainstream or accessible, I should say. And it's amazing. It's really amazing.
All right, G.
I agree with that completely,
Yeah.
except I thought that Cherish was just awful. I
Oh.
did say it.
I'm
Oh my God.
I'm not a huge fan of that song, but I'm really just trying to show the two extremes of where she's going.
I thought
Great.
she was
Good-
cute in
good
the
point.
video.
All right, G.
I gave it an 8. It's something, I think it's first listen, so I wasn't like having an orgasm, but I did like it a lot, and I definitely will go back to it. So it might grow to a higher score later on in the future. And I just have to comment that, like, sometimes I'm considered like Madonna haterade, but like listening to this album, it's like it is like she's like vital again, and she's like. This reminds me of like the Madonna that I fell in love with all these years ago, and it's fucking rad.
Oh, it's so rad. It's so rad.
Yes, it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like reconfessing.
Yeah.
That's my confession.
All right, Ruben.
I wanted to say, I feel this whole album feels like it was just perfectly cooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just every note just works and it's seamless. It's fantastic.
All right, David P.
You know what? The vibe throughout the album, right? It's like it's like great vibes. It's a pulsating, it's pulsating all the way through. I love it.
I'm scared to each every time I play the next song because like it's so fucking good that I'm like, oh, because like there's good songs, then you get to like incredible. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
What I want to know is who's the first person that's going to have sex to this album, and how many people have had sex to Confessions 1?
There's probably someone having sex to this album right now as we speak.
Correct.
Exactly.
For
Well,
sure.
Mhm. Especially to Love Without Words.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe even groups.
Yeah.
oh, all right, well, we need to zip through this podcast because I need to load up my grinder. All right.
Is Madonna
That's
still
where
on
the
there?
idiot
Let
was.
me say Madonna.
The gays are all awake anyway.
Yeah, they're all
listening to this album, so.
Listen, Madonna was the only one messaging me on Grinder. It's like, oh shit! Oh, you get a notification, and it's Mother again.
Oh,
Okay.
it's just Madonna.
Yeah, except it has 69,000 new views tonight.
Oh, wow.
All right, so the next song is "Fragile." We are going to go listen to that.
I'm so excited for this.
Have mercy.
I can't talk, so
Let me
That's,
tell you, the first thing I heard, I was like, he's gonna cry. He's so crying when he hears the song.
Yeah, that's my favorite song of the album. That so far, that took the cake right there. That's so gorgeous.
Beautiful.
someone else host. I'm just stepping over.
I gave it an 8. I think the lyrics are like heartbreaking, and that's part of why I would not listen to it a lot, because it's really sad.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
But I mean, boy, is that a confessional song? And so like it's a 10 for that. But as far as like how much I would listen to it, that's why I gave it an 8.
Oh, the melody is stunning on that track.
I mean, there's people that do dance music. There's people that do pop music. There's people that do, experimental music. But that is a place where only Madonna can go. I feel like that.
Totally.
I honestly was not ready for that song at all.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't either.
Barry, oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah, we're getting another high rating on that one. There's a lot of dream imagery in that song, like something that came to me in a dream. There's in the spoken word intro songs always, that always sets me off, like, because that sets the tone for the whole song. And then just like there's a lot of lyrics that really go back with deep connections to my past. And anyone that writes lyrics that do that, they suck me out of my body.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was great.
I just feel like what I took away from the lyrics from the first time I heard that song is like all of us, myself, like we're all fucked up. Like we've had so many fucked up things happen in our life, and like we're all fragile. You know what I mean? Like, and all you can do is like forgive ourselves and love. And
Oh, you bet. We're more fragile than anyone can conceive of.
Jesus. Okay, I've just totally lost the plot here. Who would like to go? Who would like to jump in?
I got one thing to say. This is a song. Madonna is really good at sounding like one of us. She sounds like one of us singing about one of us. And I think that's the appeal. Madonna is one of us. She just got through the net onto the other side, and loved it.
All right. Who else would like to jump in?
Madonna has a gift where she lacks in vocal ability, she makes up in spades in emotive power. She can emote, and she can act on a lyric like nobody else.
And we all know that's about her brother. So did you guys have the flashbacks of them like being close during Truth or Dare and then fighting when the book came out? Like we saw it all played out in front of us.
Yeah.
And I've had my own like fractured relationships and people that disappointed me and people that went on drugs, like, and people that
It definitely tugged at the heartstrings for sure. I mean, she was, yeah.
and that was like, I guess when on Twitter where they're saying like, oh, it has ray of light moments, I guess that level of depth, but it still feels like a Confessions 2 song. Like this album is its own thing.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree with that.
Okay, does anyone else have anything they want to add? Because I'm not keeping track in my mind.
I'd
I'm
be so
overwhelmed.
lost if I were you right now.
The track the track is breathtakingly beautiful, and I mean, like you said, I mean, if you look at the history, that her and her brother were in such a unique situation as brother and sister. I mean, it must have been so difficult for each one of them on both sides, and you know, you gotta kind of put yourself in Christopher's shoes. I mean, you know, like your sister is the biggest pop star in the world. Like, I mean, what a weird situation to be in. And I mean, for them to reconcile, I mean, we heard the snippet of this in the Graham Norton interview, and they spoke a bit about it. And for her to reconcile with him in his final moments, like, and then hearing this song, I mean, it really, really is an emotional song, and it's probably the most emotional song on the record that really, really tugs on your heartstrings, like David said.
And also, like, her most emotional song since, like, ... When's the last time she went there? So, like, not that Madonna's going to watch this podcast, of course, but, like, thank you, Madonna, for opening yourself up, because when you do, so do we.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Probably Rebel Heart was the last time she did a vulnerable ballad like Joan of Arc or Wash All Over Me.
right.
Heartbreak
Was,
City.
Heartbreak City. That's when the last time I remember.
All right. I'm scared to play the rest of this album. Like,
As you should be.
I want to hear Sharon's comment.
Yeah.
Sharon, do you have anything to say about this?
I was just gonna say when I was listening to it, I was thinking about it. I actually read Chris's book, and I was thinking about how incredibly violated she might have felt by that book, because like it was a joy for me to read, because it's like, ooh, under the cover, it's like I get to hear like, you know, Chris's point of view. But at the same time, it's like it so exposed her, and I can't imagine if I had a sibling that wrote a book like that about me, I would be devastated. And I can't imagine it was an easy exercise for her to come to terms with him and that relationship, and for them to mend those fences. And at the same time, watching, you know, this sibling of yours that was so close to you die is just it's an overwhelming sensation to think about, and it's hard to take things like that and put them in a song and do it justice, and I think she did it.
Yep.
And I think another hard thing to do in pop music is to successfully write about age, wisdom, and experience without coming off like stuffy. And she fucking did it. This is the most. I'm gonna say I think this is the most important album in years for me. And I haven't even heard the last fucking 4 songs. I hope they don't suck. All right. Any other?
I feel like I'm gonna get more overwhelmed as I listen to it more. Like I mean, I agree with you, Jeremy. This is pretty much blowing my mind.
And like this is for us now. Like this
Right.
I always loved Madonna because she talked about, for some reason, she just happened to know where I was at that time. And here I sit as a 51-year-old in this world we're in, and these songs make sense of the world to me. Like they're little portals.
And I mean, it touches deep because, I mean, although their situation is very unique and she's writing about her brother, we can all relate. We all have relationships and friendships that went one way or another. And I mean, what she's talking about is really the power of forgiveness and recognizing the hurt on both ends. And it's so powerful.
All right, so what's our next song here? My Sins Are My Savior, is that next?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I am nervous. We will be back. All right, we just listened to My Sins Are My Savior by Madonna for the first time. Bitch, you know I'm giving that a fucking 10. We have a little... we have...
Can I have a moment, please? No.
I'm like, erotica, is that you, ma'am? Miss D,
I
know. Is that you again?
Very, very true.
It's a little erotica. It's a little Paradise Not For Me.
It's a little Justify My Love.
I was going to say Justify My Love for sure.
It's a little Goodbye to Innocence.
Yeah, it so is.
Oh. All right. Who would like to start this one?
I give it an 8.
What's your thoughts on that one?
Oh, what is it? I found it very, very kind of chill, actually. Um, I kind of, I feel like we've gotten to a point in the album now, I guess after Fragile and going into this, where it's kind of like now we're getting a bit of a reprieve from the sweating on the dance floor that was everything before it. Um, it kind of reminded me a little bit of more Ray of Light than some of the other albums you guys quoted. I can't think of the title. Towards the end of Ray of Light, not has to be. I can't tell. I'm having like a brain fog at the moment.
Candy
Towards
Perfume Girl? What?
no, later on in the album and Ray of
To
Light.
to have and not to hold.
Yes, that one. It
I
reminded me
love
of
that
that.
song.
Yeah, I love that song too so much. It reminded me of that kind of like that more mellowy trip hop vibe.
Right.
Hmm.
That's what I got from that. It was kind of like it chilled me out a little bit in a good way. In a good
Yeah,
way.
it was a
I
good
liked
come
it.
down.
Right. Exactly.
All right, who else would like to
Yes, he
jump in?
has a very, very calming voice. It really is chill, and that's a great song. I'll go 8.5 on it, and some of it is because of the lyric that I wrote down in my little computer file. I was not lost. I was just broken.
Oh,
Is
That's gorgeous.
brilliant, just brilliant, like fabulous.
and does that not
She's
sum
a
up her
freaking
last
good
15 years?
lyricist.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
shit.
Hmm. Lost and broken, yes.
Yeah. All right,
I
does
give
any-
it.
I
I
give it
give
a
it a.
9.
Broken
I
is
give
my
it a
favorite
9.
song.
Oh,
I
go
give
ahead.
it a 9. It wasn't the best thing I've ever heard. Um, but I liked it a lot, and I would definitely listen to it again. Definitely a wind down late night song. I'm into it.
All right, David.
So I guess my only thing is I'm kind of with Steve on this and that only I wasn't ready to come down to that. I mean, I was on the euphoric ride of like what was happening before it, and it stalls me out a little bit, but I still liked it. I want to go back to the last 5 songs though.
All right, does anybody else want to jump in and comment on this one?
I think for me, I like the fact that it sort of recalls earlier stuff, but it's not a retread. It's sort of an expansion on some familiar territory. I think that's for somebody, artists who have been doing this for this long, it would be hard to figure out what to do next. Do you stick with what you do? Do you continually reinvent, or do you? I don't know. This was great.
All right, anybody else? All right, we are down to 3 songs. Betrayal is the next song. I am going to pause and we are going to listen.
Betrayal's produced by Mirwa.
Really?
Is it?
Yep.
That's
yes.
fucking amazing. Okay. I like that he's back for this one. Okay.
I mean,
We'll talk about a fucking mic drop moment. We just listened to Betrayal by Madonna. Let's do our scores first. 10. So, Madonna's been around for years, and her lyrics shocked me in that song. The honesty.
Yeah.
Our jaw hit the floor. Sharon, let's have you start this one.
I mean, it's not recorded obviously, but you guys heard my reaction when I was like, Jesus, this is about Joan. And it's not just even that, because it takes a certain amount of like strength and like just being brave as an artist to plumb some of those depths. But I would say that was a remarkably honest song. Like it's rare to hear somebody who is like her that spent decades in the public eye, who probably has to greatly protect her privacy, like come at us with such a song that is so raw you know, and
Absolutely,
it
yeah.
feels authentic, you know. She wasn't pandering.
No.
It really
Mm.
felt like that was her exercising or coming to terms with her own relationship. And it's so amazing to me that she kind of gave that to us as a glimpse inside of her inner world. So I don't know. I really enjoyed that.
Approaching this album, I was expecting a lot of things, but I I didn't foresee that at all. Like,
No.
I didn't expect this album to go this deep, this honest. I mean, this is some promise to try shit, right?
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great gift to all that love her, this
Yes.
album, it's a gift of love for sure, you know.
I don't think she's been this
Yeah.
introspective since Ray of Light. I honestly think these lyrics are so personal, and in terms of the grand scheme of the album, I find that we're firmly out of the club now, and this is
Mhm.
the time when you go home after the club and start overthinking everything that's ever
Yeah.
happened in your life.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I
so
I I
it's
think
it's
this is.
happened to me multiple times, and so
Mhm.
it's like I find I'm loving this come down section. I mean, I love the upbeat, the love sensations and the love without words. But this come down section is fragile, and the song Betrayal. These are like deeply personal moments that I don't think we've seen this side of her in a while, honestly.
And you hit the nail on the head. Like, the deepest thoughts I've ever had in my life were like driving home alone after the club,
Hmm. Hmm.
like, and probably
Yeah.
playing Madonna. Like, honestly, like
Yeah.
Right.
Madonna was playing in the background. All right, who'd like to jump in next on this one?
I will.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
comment on
I
that. Go
I
ahead. You go
Okay.
next.
Thank you.
We'll do
Mhm.
David, then Barry.
Okay. It's for me, we're getting into a section of very rawness, very personal, and for me, like, I could see where you guys say you're heading home from the club, but for me, I'm heading to an after party.
Mm.
And this is the music that's being played on the after party. It is 5, 6 in the morning. I don't want to go home. I want to chill. I probably want to keep doing something that I shouldn't be doing. But like,
Or someone,
it's like
honey.
it's always someone, honey. Um, but yeah, we collectively gasped when she said that lyric, and we're like, all of us have been like, what did Joan do, or what
I
if
know.
like, or what if,
I wish we
or
were
what if this
taping.
is
So
or what if this was she was feeling when she was a teenager, when Joan got married to her dad and stuff like that? Or maybe this is the like she was feeling. Maybe she felt betrayed. Maybe she liked her as a housekeeper, but not as a mother. So
No,
it's just like, but I love it. I give it a 9.
and just so the audience knows, when we were playing the song, when a certain lyric came, it was like The Sopranos, where we're all like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Audibly, we all did it out loud. Barry,
oh yeah, that's great. And let me show you something. Me and my little kitty,
Oh,
we want to say hello. We want to say it's a
Oh.
9.
Hi, kitty.
And you guys that said that we're talking about, um, you know, deeply personal lyrics. I don't know too much about music other than that, like when something is done well, like that it reminds you of things. And I have no idea what the story is that you were just talking about. Like, I don't know who this is about. I don't know anything about that history that you just talked about. But there were some great transitions in that song where the different sections of the song I thought were like really well separated, but also transitioned into each other. And it reminded me completely of a lyric from a different band called The Sounds, who are from Sweden. And it's one of my favorite opening lyrics of anything that's ever existed. And she said, I've seen people losing their faith even before. I mean, I've seen people losing their faith before they knew what they were looking for.
Mm.
And that's like it it somehow reminded me of that. And in that context, when someone, a musician, writes a song, sings something that either is in the same style or feels the same, like it's emotionally similar, reminds me of that. And that's like something deeply personal to me. I love the deeply personal songs. Just fabulous.
I know. I was not prepared for this album at all. Like, shit. Okay. Would anybody else like to jump in about this song?
I want to say one quick thing. Obviously, I said it was produced by Mirwar, but Mirwar has given us two classic Madonna songs with this and with God Control that sound nothing to what he served up in music and
You're
American
right.
life. Nothing like this one is like, yo, it's jazzy, it's trippy. The trumpet is life in this.
Yeah.
The drums are great.
But I kind of like it because it's not heating. It's like when we got American Life, it was music redux. And like,
Yeah.
and then we didn't hear from him for a minute. And then he came back. Like, honestly, if she continues to work with him, I'm fine. As long as she's not working with William Orbit, I'm fine.
You mean you don't want to hear Beautiful Stranger, Amazing, I'm a Sinner?
I don't have an issue with those songs. I just have an issue with him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not happy with the way he's spoken about her, and online or whatever. He seems to be very ungrateful and almost entitled to whatever he expects of her at this point. It's very strange to me. His whole vibe.
Bitter.
Bitter,
Bitter Betty.
And Ray of Light was amazing, but at first when William Orbit opened up a little bit, like his first post about MDNA, I'm like, oh, there's a little T. But then eventually it's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Right. He just wouldn't stop.
Like, shut the fuck up. Get off Facebook, bitch.
Right. Like, yeah.
Get off my pole.
Bitch, get off my pole.
All right. Well, speaking of Ray of Light, Madonna did a song called Little Star about her recently born daughter, Lola. And we are about to listen to a song that they wrote together to heal their relationship. So I've heard a little snippet, but not the whole song. It's called The Test, and we are about to listen to it. We'll be back.
Oh.
Okay, we just
I'm crying.
We just listened to The Test by Madonna and Lola. You guys know it. You know it's a 10.
It's a beautiful song, really. I wanted another chorus. I wanted to hear it again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you just get lost in it. Oh, the vulnerability there.
It struck me that compared to the one before about her stepmother, this was really light and airy and hopeful. And the previous one was sort of locked and immobile. I thought that was kind of an interesting contrast. This was great.
All right.
This back section of introspectiveness and career defining to me is just amazing. Like these lyrics, it's like you know the story, but you don't know the story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like you hear we don't hear too much from Lola. So it's good to see them. I think their voices mesh very well. I would love to. I wish I had more of harmonies from them. I wish when you said you wanted another verse, another chorus, I would have loved to have them both together. She sounds amazing.
Yeah.
She has a really good voice.
Yeah.
It's a 10. It's so beautiful.
Now, Sharon, I know you have a daughter that you love very much. So did this one hit you as a mother?
Yeah. So that's what happened. Like, I'm still crying. As the daughter of a mother and as the mother of a daughter, that song just hit me in all the feels because I could feel myself in every perspective in the song as a daughter trying to sort of define yourself in the world, as a mother who wants to do the right thing for your child and is just so in love with this creature that you've created. It just, I'm still crying, honestly. Like it really hit me.
And you're making me cry.
Yeah, I mean, it really hit me.
All right. Who wants to jump in
You
next
know,
about this?
I think Giovanni really uh, pointed out a, a good. My words are gone. Sorry. Since Fragile, I have just been zoned out, and not because of the music. Fragile hit me really hard because I have a sister who passed. That we were. It just was too close to home for me, and so now I've just been kind of muddling through all those thoughts and stuff. But then this one came on, and it really kind of helped me see where Giovanni was coming from, where, you know, she has gotten so introspective, like on Ray of Light. It's like we're getting, in my opinion, two of her best albums in this one. We're getting Confessions and we're getting Ray of Light. And Ray of Light has always been my favorite album by her. Ray of Light and Confessions are probably tied for number one for me. And you know, this is amazing. Again, this is something that only Madonna could do. Who would have thought that you went from, you know, sexuality and dance floor to this on the same album? You know,
And it makes sense too.
It does, and it's like, who was it said biopic? Somebody said something about we're finally getting her biopic. We are. Yeah, we are.
I feel like betrayal is kind of like the illness, and then the test is like the medicine. Like it was just so soothing and healing and real. Like this is some real shit.
You know, the second half of the album, these different songs, these more personal songs, these slowed down songs, come with, I mean, just the whole thing together. This is an incredible body of work so far. We have one song to go, but so far, I mean, this is really up there with her best albums, I think. It's just that it's new, so it's hard for us to think of it in that kind of context, because the last four new ones were just kind of anticlimactic and kind of let us down. We hoped for the win, but they just never, they didn't meet it. But this one, this is like a prayer level fantastic, a Ray of Light level fantastic. This is going to be seen as one of her great works. I really believe that.
No doubt.
The hype is definitely worthy.
Yeah.
All the hype around this album.
Right.
It's so nice for that to be the case.
Yes.
It's so interesting how she's reflecting on so many of her relationships in life. I mean, we've pointed out, I mean, some of it is hypothesized, but I mean, that song Bizarre about Sean, the song about her stepmother on betrayal, her brother, her daughter. I mean, it's really interesting that she's taking a look back at how she's affected, or her role in these relationships. It's really special. I mean, honestly, I mean, like Jim was mentioning, Ray of Light. It's so interesting because that second half of Ray of Light is kind of mirroring what's happening here with Confessions too. It's a more slowed down, and it's really coming to terms with a lot of things. You know, like on Ray of Light, we have Little Star and Mergirl representing life and death. And to your point, Jeremy, you were talking about the illness and the medicine. It's a lot of dichotomies and a lot of it all works really well together. It really all works well together.
And on Ray of Light, we had Little Star into Mergirl, and now we have the test into LES Girl. So
I haven't said my piece yet, which is I gave it an 8 because I don't think I would listen to the song a lot, but it's very interesting to see these two people hashing out their therapy sessions in a track.
Right.
It is.
And I mean, like, I did see something where Lola said something about, you know, they did, instead of going to therapy or whatever, not instead of going to therapy, but like they decided to kind of hash out their problems in an artsy way because they're both artists. And I was like, that I like. I like that a lot, that they kind of did something like that. I mean, it's pretty freaking raw to also like have Madonna like admitting she wasn't like the greatest mother at times or whatever.
yeah.
Very, very interesting. I mean, that will probably save a tell-all book for, you know, doing this track.
It's interesting because Madonna, you know, she came out, and I know the whole like mother thing was kind of campy, but she really is like, she is our mother in a way. And she's, you know, Lola's. All right. Does anybody else want to talk about this one?
For how much we've been loving this album, how funny would it be if this next song is the worst
Well,
song of all time?
Right.
Jeffrey Dicker said that the last song on the album is
He
the worst
said
song.
it. He said it.
It's the worst
I
song
don't
she's
know.
ever recorded.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I don't know about the worst song she's ever recorded, but it's definitely up there.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
no.
Well,
I'm
you
scared.
guys remember, Jeremy, you remember that the last song on Blondie's 1981 Auto American album
Oh yeah.
was one that Clem Burke actually was heard recording. You heard it in the album, and he goes, "You're not really going to put this on the album, are you?"
Yeah.
And I, Chris and Clem both they confirmed they were talking about the whole song. I thought they were talking about the seashore noises at the end. They were talking about the whole song.
Well, let's take a vote. Should we just end the podcast now? 'Cause-
No.
No,
It must be
do it.
played.
Yeah,
Do it.
give it
One
its
more.
due.
Let's
Like
go.
2
Wait,
minutes long.
wait. This
Thank God.
this is the litmus test. David, what are your thoughts on
Yeah.
Elias Girl? Just preliminary.
David, is this the worst song she's ever recorded?
No. But
Okay.
I want to hear your opinions because I'm very neutral about it.
Okay.
Okay.
no,
Well-
that's Cherish.
No. How dare love cherish.
You know, I say One More Chance is the worst song that she ever recorded. That
Yeah,
all
that's
contemporary.
up
All right,
I thought you were talking about the Pet Shop Boys.
here we go. Let's pause. We have one
Yeah.
song left.
One more to go.
Closer.
All right, we just listened to Lower East Side Girl. Jeffrey Dicker said it was the worst song Madonna ever recorded. He gives it a 0.
There's no one in front of that. There's just plain 0.
I'm gonna have to
I
disagree
think
with you
you
there,
guys are
Jeffrey.
fucking nuts. That song was
so I will
awesome.
say
I
this.
loved it.
Since I gave it a
loved
0,
too.
I give it a
Um,
9, bitch.
I like
I give it-
Yeah. That was
I
a
like
good
the
song.
demo
I
recording
like that
feel of
song.
it. The
Yeah.
demo recording feel of it was cute, but I thought the lyrics are atrocious. And if it was like 30 seconds, I would have been like, oh, that's okay. But for 2.5 minutes and way too long.
I just thought it was like, think about when she lived in Lower East Side. It had a little bit of like that Ramones kind of like, 50s, 60s.
Well, my thing is, I'm neutral about it because a lot of people have been comparing this to very Beatlesque. Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable
No,
about the
Beatles like good
Beatles.
songs, please.
No. Yeah.
Don't.
I could
Don't-
hear
That's why I'm
Get
like,
that fucking name out your mouth.
I'm like, okay, but I was all like, that's what people were saying, and that's
I
why
know,
I
and
said
they
I
were
was
all
neutral
wrong.
about
All
it.
those people,
Okay.
come fight me.
Okay. But I was like, I was very
there when you
neutral
heard
about
the
it.
Beatles for the first time.
Yes, they're all wrong.
Well, I'm not a Beatles fan, so I like that song better than anything by the Beatles.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
leaving.
like-
I'm leaving.
Whoa. Okay. Now
Listen.
I'm gonna fight.
There's some fighting words.
This is not something on Abbey Road. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, it's very something, but
Yeah.
it's very something, but it's not something.
Yeah, I think to Steven's point, I think it's an album closer. I think it's an album closer. Like, I think, you know what, if it was, because this second half we've been saying ray of light, ray of light, ray of light. I mean, it could have used a bit more what I call bleeps and bloops. It could have used a bit more of the effects. It felt too beachy, too relaxed. It felt a bit too down tempo. I love the down tempo of Ray of Light and a lot of the albums that follow and things like that. But I think it was a tad too relaxed. I mean, I give it a 7. It is a good song. I mean, it's not terrible, but I think if it were placed anywhere else on the album, I think I would think even less of it. But I think because it's at the end, it's kind of like a good send off, and it wraps. Yeah.
It feels like credits. It's like the credits rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's a great way of putting it.
It's so weird. What a weird way to end this.
It
I
is.
thought it was going to be an all dance album.
Sounded to me like she was channeling the mamas and the papas on that last song.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I think it's a better closer than Like It or Not. I don't like It or Not, so I think it's a better closer than that.
It's a better closer than I Rise.
Oh,
Big time.
Yeah.
I die.
Talk about a fail to launch anthem. Man, that
I
I Rise awful.
I always
Do you know what I say to Jeffrey giving this 0? We say BS.
I always thought original Confessions that it ended on such a weird way. Like, I mean, you start with Hung Up and then you end it on Like It or Not. I get it. It's like the Depeche Mode kind of influenced song, but I was never high on it. So I mean, it's a better closer, I find. It's a better send off. But I kind of have this voice in my head that would have hoped she would have, after this pretty large chunk of songs that are more down tempo and slow, that she would have ended on almost like a love sensation
Well,
and like bring it back to the depth.
that's what hot sauce is for on the.
No, it's not.
Oh Lord,
Now,
I only heard a
awful.
snippet of that. I don't know
Leave
about
hot
that.
sauce alone.
Giovanni,
But I would love
Oh no.
I don't know what world you're living in, but my confession ends with Fighting Spirit.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that song. I love Fighting
I
Spirit.
love that track.
I
So-
love Fighting Spirit.
That's a great.
Yeah, it should have ended on that. Then.
Super Pop's pretty good too, but that's not a good closer.
So Barry,
I don't know.
you liked this one, didn't you? What are your thoughts on this one?
Yes, I did. I did like it. One of the things that I really liked is that the parts of her voice that I've always found to be pleasant and emotional and stuff, I think they came through. And, I don't know what any of you were talking about like what the history of the song is or what it's about. I know absolutely nothing. There's no context at all. But I felt like, a little bit calmed down, a little bit, chill. I wanted to smoke or something. Who knows what we're talking about, right? But yeah, that's my opinion about that. One of the things I always liked about Madonna, she does two things. She writes really excellent lyrics, not necessarily in every song, but like writes phenomenal lyrics and connects things that are often very deeply personal. And again, this is another example of a song that like tickled something in the back of my mind about, some part of my past. And, it's nice. It's nice. Calm me down a little bit.
I just feel like this is the same girl that was, living on the Lower East Side in 1980, and I could just hear her singing something kind of lo-fi back then. So
Mhm.
I don't know. An unexpected end to the album. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna take me a while. I'm not there yet. Like I've got to listen to this a few times to really let it sink in. Jeffrey, was it any better the
Right.
second
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. She's probably talking about Phoebe Legere's fur bikini or something on the Lower East Side.
I did give it a 0, but like I said, I do appreciate the demo tapeness of it all because I mean, this is, like the fact that she made such a good freaking record. Like the fact that I don't like the last song really very much at all. It's fine. It's not gonna like it. It would prevent this album from being a perfect 10, but there's like some other moments that make it not a perfect 10 for me. But it's a good
Right.
fucking solid. Oh, are we doing scores?
Yeah, so
I'll tell
you
you when we-
guys, we just shared. Mother has given us a new album and we shared it. Dare we rank Confessions 2 on our first listen on the Phonogenics scale 1 to 10? Let's do it person by person. I'm just going to go in the order of my screen here, like I have. You know what? Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. Ruben, what do you rank Confessions on a Dance Floor to? 10. And
Oh,
would you
wow.
like to share any thoughts?
I just think it meets all the expectations. How hard is it for this woman to put out a record that hits all the marks at this point? She's too big to keep doing this over and over and over again, and she just keeps doing it. I'm here for it. This was perfect, and it was a pleasure to do this with all of you.
All right, David P. Oh, you're muted. There you
Okay,
go.
sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, overall score for sure, it's a 10. I know that, it's just gonna build on me. I just get that. I just love it. I love it.
All right, Giovanni.
I'm gonna pitchfork it and give it a kind of an exact score, an 8.9.
8.9.
I think I really do love it. Honestly, I think it's her best record since Confessions. Actually, I really think that it's better than Hard Candy, even though I do love Hard Candy. I think it's her best record since then. So, I mean, she superseded expectations. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Think back to 2021, 2022. Like, you would never think that she would turn the tides this well, you know? So,
Mm-mm.
I mean, bravo to her, honestly.
All right, Jim.
Yeah, I agree with Giovanni. This is it's a breath of fresh air. I would give it a 9. There were for me there were a few misses, um, and but like somebody, I think Jeremy, you said it's going to take me probably another couple of listens to really cement how I feel about the thing as one whole.
All right, Barry.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I'll do 8.9. Yeah, it was a good follow up. It had all of the things that turned me on and light me up about music and all the deeply meaningful connections that music represents. And she had a great voice, and the vast majority of the songs, I just thought it was fantastic. I'm really looking forward to listening to it like on a CD over and over and over, like,
Yeah.
5 or 6 times in a row till I can form my opinion. I mean, even Blondie's best albums like Parallel Lines and Eat to the Beat, I had to listen to like 10 or
Oh
12
my God,
times
they're so
before I could
great,
really,
right?
yeah, before I could really form an
Yep.
opinion, and before they like completely destroyed me. That's what it's all about.
Oh my
It's when
God.
the lyrics speak to you and the voice thing makes you goosebumpy and everything else. That's what music is all about. And it was great joining you guys tonight.
Oh, what a night. All right, so now we're down to the OG Madonna family, Phonogenics. Steven, what do you give?
Hey, guy. First of all, thank you guys for spending this time. I really enjoyed listening to a new Madonna album for the first time with a group. I've never done that before, and that was a really nice experience to have. This album for me, if I was to do like a Rolling Stone, probably 4.5 stars out of 5. I want to give it 5, but I think I'm just hyped up because it was so fucking good. Um, but I need to listen to it a couple of times, let it all sink in and process it. Probably tomorrow on repeat. But I loved it. I loved it. I think it's amazing. It's an amazing album, and I'm so inspired to get to work. I'm fading now pretty fast, but
Yeah.
um, I loved it. I couldn't be happier. I'm happy for her. I wanted to
Yeah.
win for her for so long. I was really worried that, what if she doesn't put out an album and her last album was gonna be, the way she, like the last chapter, how she bookended her career. I'm so happy that it wasn't, and that we got this for her. Yeah, I loved it.
In our group chat a lot, we talk about how we always wanted Prince to have that one more win because it's like fucking Prince, and I'm so glad Madonna had it. And so,
Yeah.
here's a good time for me to call on you.
I give it an 8.
Okay.
Nice.
But I am impressed to hell that she was able to make such a great record, because I seriously thought those days were long behind us. And I've been kind of negative on her lately, and I have to shut the fuck up because
Oh,
she really
I heard it here first, bitch.
she put me in my place with this record.
She took you to school, bitch.
She took me to school, bitch. That's one of the weaker tracks for me, but but yeah, I am very impressed and very happy that I'm just hoping she just stays out of the cringe-worthy phase, Yeah.
That's always going to be part of her shtick, I think.
I almost actually didn't even join this podcast because I was afraid I was going to be too negative, and listening to it with all of you was like really awesome. So thank you all for sharing this moment with all of us.
And I'm so glad you made it.
Yeah, I'm glad you came too, for sure.
All right, Sharon, what do we got?
So, okay, hold on. So I gave it an 8. I'm a hard grader, so so take that for what it's worth. But I think that this is to layer on what Giovanni said. This is definitely the best record she's done since the first Confessions, like at least for me. I think it's probably the most cohesive thing that she's done, which is really kind of a crazy thing to say because it really does go in so many different directions, but I do feel like it's very cohesive. And one of the things I think we keep coming back to on this podcast is that, she was supposed to do the biopic. The biopic didn't pan out. This record really is her answer to that. I mean, like she doesn't really need a biopic because the record so beautifully kind of encapsulates like the fullness of her life. I mean, like who can do something like that?
Yeah.
And it was such a joy to be here and to spend this time with you guys. I loved it, and I am so grateful that we were able to do this together.
So fucking special, man. Like,
Yeah.
life doesn't get any better than this. All right, our main bitch here. He's the one that probably gave Material Girl a 10.
A 15 I gave her.
15, bitch.
I wanna thank everybody. I had such an awesome time. I obviously had heard the album. It's been on repeat for me since last night. I give this album a 9 with room to grow. And I'm the delusional one, but I think it's her best work since Ray of Light.
Oh,
Ooh,
Like
damn.
Nice.
I'm really throwing it down there because like you got your personal ones, but those beats, those dance tracks are life for me. And I'm a club kid, so it's like it takes me right back. And like my favorite era of Madonna has always been the 90s. So I get my mixture of erotica and bedtime stories and Ray of Light all up in this album very nicely. It's like they went back, they picked the best parts, they reworked it perfectly, and gave us this. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
I will say, David, to your point, even though I think that it's her best since Confessions, I think the beats and the instrumentals are as adventurous as the ones on, let's say, Music or Ray of Light, like completely. I mean, Confessions is not a safe record, but it's a great dance record. But in terms of the kind of experimentalness, that's a word, of, let's say, Music or Ray of Light, she's mirroring it on Confessions too. And my favorite part was seeing David mouth the words of songs throughout the entire podcast.
Every song!
I know.
Every song
I was like,
he had
okay,
down
you
packed
cheated,
already.
dude.
I've been like I've been playing it hard, but some of the songs I had like Read My Lips. I had already Read My Lips has been out for a couple of weeks. I knew that, and the other singles I knew right off the bat. But like I'm getting them, and I'm excited. I've been playing it nonstop for a whole day, and it's so awesome. I love it.
You know what's interesting is when I heard Confessions 1, to the contrary, I did feel like it was a little safe compared to everything she'd done ever. You know, it was definitely less of a risk than anything since
Right.
Who's That Girl soundtrack. I mean, so did I not give MDNA a 10? Like, don't I give Jeffrey Dicker always makes fun of me because I give everything a fucking 10. 10. 10, bitch. I think it's one of the best albums she ever made. I'm probably gonna listen to it 8,000 times. I have 15 variants coming in the mail. If anyone enjoyed this, if anyone enjoyed this content, my Venmo's up there. But
please,
yeah. If not, though, I live a comfortable life and I'm thankful. So
good.
I think I'm going to post this tonight. If everyone would be kind enough to share it.
Yeah, definitely.
We have the best Madonna podcast, bitch. out
I
there.
want to be social media friends with all you people that I'm not already.
Yes.
Will you share that out with everybody, Jeremy?
Yes, I will. I will make a
Oh,
little
that'd be
thing.
great.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
much love to the Madonna family. We are in the podcast of love. I'm
Oh,
I'm posting this shit tonight. I'm gonna go to Wawa's, get a sandwich, go on Grindr,
Wawa.
Get another sandwich.
and then another sandwich after that.
Yes, honey.
It's gonna be breakfast by then. I'm getting
A hot
my
dog.
bagel at McDonald's.
Yeah, you're fucking
This-
nuts. I didn't even make dinner yet. I'm gonna eat at like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh,
It's the middle of my day. I'm gonna go to bed at 10 in the morning.
oh.
This was so fun. So
I
fun.
love
It's
you
fun, and
all.
this-
time, everybody.
Good
Thank
reason
you.
to stay up
So
late.
much.
I will see
Thank
you
you,
all
everybody.
Thank you.
Night.
Stay up
Bye.
late.